testing. There is a Canadian supplier that we're working with to ensure that we can actually help facilitate access to those testing approaches across the country.
Last week in question period, the Health Minister stated that Health Canada would not only approve for use COVID-19 detection technology that was manufactured in Canada, that it would only approve. Now, with the failure and recall of the detection service, what other made-in-Canada solutions is the Minister of Health offering to Canadians with testing?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And we're working with a number of manufacturers across the country, researchers included, to ensure that we have new and innovative testing capacities as we go forward. This is a complicated area, as the member opposite probably understands. It also involves ensuring that provinces and territories have laboratory capacity and health capacity to ensure that they can maximize the use of these tests. We continue to do this work, Madam Speaker. We fully agree that testing is part of the strategy to ensure that we can live in the new normal with COVID-19.
Mr. Brassard.
Thank you. Quick question. Is the government considering opening up interprovincial trade barriers to make sure that the Canadian economy, the power of the Canadian economy, can help us recover from this COVID-19 crisis?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Our government is very much in favour of lifting barriers to trade between provinces, and that is a discussion we are having with the provinces. Some premiers have unilaterally lifted trade barriers amongst themselves, and I encourage all premiers to do that.
And that's all for now, and now we'll move on to the...
First, I'll talk briefly about our creative, cultural and heritage organizations, as well as our sports and media organizations. As you can imagine, these businesses, as with many others, are facing a major crisis because of the COVID-19 virus. This is the single most significant crisis of our history. We, as Canadians and as elected members of our democracy, have a role to play in helping our creative and sports sectors get through this crisis and emerge on the other side stronger and bigger. Of course, it will be a challenge.
Some facts. Elderly and the poor are the most likely to get this, and they're most susceptible to this. There still has been zero funding for them, but they're about to give money to sports teams. Athletes, the least likely to get this, because it's the Liberal way, and this is where we stand.
I thank President Buchanan for forgiving me, but I really cannot tell what I've done. Before the troops reach here, this city will be in ashes. Every tree and shrub will be cut to the ground, and every blade of grass that will burn shall be burned. Our wives and children will go into the canyons, while their husbands and sons will fight you. And as God lives, we will hunt you by night and day until your armies are wasted away. That's the program, gentlemen. If you want war, you can have it.